City News on TV Rotorua is proudly brought to you by Rotorua Central.
Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News. Rotorua Youth Centre celebrates 175 years since the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi. Locals and tourists are benefiting from discounted bus services between regional towns and cities. And the New Zealand Māori basketball Aotearoa's National Basketball Tournament is in town this weekend. Rotorua Youth Centre is set to celebrate 175 years since the signing of the Treaty of Waitangi at an event tomorrow with a day filled with activities. The free whānau-friendly day will include live music from Stella Maris, Stave and Open Arms, with food stalls including hangi, spray tattoos and face painting for the kiddies. The celebration is at the Rotorua Youth Centre on Tenai Road from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Waitangi celebrations were held throughout town today. We hit the streets to find out what Waitangi means to our community.
It does?
Yeah.
Very nice. I think it means a day off for a lot of our locals. Do you know a lot about Waitangi Day?
A bit,
Yeah. Are you local?
yes,
Nice.
despite my accent.
Despite your accent. Oh, that's nice. So, you know, it's about the Treaty of Waitangi and about two parties coming together to work in unison?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Okay, and what do you think about that?
I think it's fantastic.
Waitangi Day? Nothing actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I believe anyone that makes a treaty with another, I'll say like another, what would you call it, tribe, I'm not, it's people, like doing their own thing, man doing their own thing in a way, I guess, maybe trying to restore peace, but yeah.
To be honest, not that it doesn't mean anything, but it's just another day for me.
Same
I've
day to
never really
celebrate.
learned what it is, really.
Just being a New Zealander, really.
Just being a Kiwi?
Yeah.
It means that everyone should join in, and it should be a beginning of something that's going to happen.
Very nice.
I don't really know. I mean, my partner works at a Māori village, so obviously it is quite a sentimental day, so it is quite a big thing around New Zealand. So, yeah.
And do you understand what it represents?
I have a brief understanding of it, probably not as much as I should, but I think most New Zealanders don't have a proper understanding of what it actually means.
A holiday.
Yeah, it does for a lot of locals.
Birthday.
Yeah.
And your birthday as well?
Well, close to it.
So close, yeah.
Yeah, what does Waitangi Day mean to you?
Barbecue.
Nice, that's
Yeah,
a positive view of
lovely.
Waitangi
Yeah,
Day.
barbecue. Yeah.
A day of rest and of remembrance and, just enjoy the day.
It's nice, a day to celebrate New Zealand working as a team.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And may they continue.
That way.
Absolutely.
Regional bus services across the Bay of Plenty have expanded, making travelling throughout the region more affordable for locals and tourists alike. The number of service providers has increased, with many offering competitive fares in and out of town. Naked Bus CEO Hamish Nuttall says their current price reductions will benefit locals, particularly those who are making short trips to Tauranga, Hamilton and Taupo, and the prices are also making tourist travel to Rotorua more attractive and affordable.
Well, we've got some really sharp reductions at the moment. So we've got a number of tickets on most of our buses in the Bay of Plenty region and other regions that are $2, $3 and $4. So our normal prices are, maybe $10 more than that. So we've really cut the prices, particularly for short distance travel. So if you're in Rotorua and you want to travel to Hamilton or Tauranga for the day, you can do that for maybe $5 or $6 return.
Naked Bus are a New Zealand-owned and operated service. We have an extended interview with CEO Hamish Nuttall coming up later in the show. The local artistic community continues to grow and thrive, with places like the Arts Village buzzing with excitement as they get ready to kick off their New Year's projects. From children's after-school art programs to exhibitions and markets, there is something for everyone. The Arts Village also hosts a number of community groups.
Just that we have plenty going on. All of our regular user groups are starting off this week and next week. We've got 22 groups that meet here, so there's a hobby and interest for everybody. And if there isn't, we've got incubation to help new groups start. So we'd love for people to just come on down and have a look at what we're doing.
And the Arts Village has spaces available to rent.
4 offices available at the moment, which are available for long-term rental, which range from a small sort of artist's writing studio up to a big room with a cupboard. So just depending on people's needs, for professionals, artists, people who might just want a little bit of space to work on their art or work on a side business project, it's a great opportunity. We've got all, bathrooms, heating in the rooms, internet available, so it's quite a great place to be nested. And those range from $25 to $45 in price per week, so they're priced really reasonably.
In sport tonight, the New Zealand Māori Basketball Aotearoa's National Basketball Tournament is being held at the Energy Events Centre this weekend. This will be the second out of a 3-year contract to hold the tournament in Rotorua. Last year, 46 teams competed, with Waikato taking out the men's division and Waitakere are the defending women's champions. This year saw an increase of teams, with 90 teams registering. Te Arawa is well represented with 15 teams entered. Best of luck to our local competitors. To your weather update now. Tonight, gusty southwesterlies with an overnight low of 7. And we have a full forecast of the weekend's weather coming up after City News, thanks to Met Service. And you can access all the weather information you need at metservice.com. Don't forget, for program listings or to watch City News again, you can visit our website, tvrotorua.co.nz, and remember to check out our Facebook page for updates. Coming up on City News, we're on the set of Mamma Mia to find out all about the production that premieres next week, and we have more from locals about what Waitangi means to them.
And just like the sign says, Rotorua, Mamma Mia, one of the most famous productions to hit New Zealand, is opening here in Rotorua on the 13th of February. Let's go inside just to have a quick chat to our production manager and also our director. So Dean, as the director and also the choreographer, what was your vision for the production?
Well, really to give people what they expect. So I'm one of those. I was one of those children who danced to ABBA as a child, and so I kind of feel like I've been creating my vision for this show since I was a child. It's just ABBA's been part of my life, and I know from the stage show itself that has travelled the world, and also from the video that's come out of the musical, exactly what people are expecting, and that's what we want to give them. So people will come to the show and they should leave feeling like they've heard a wonderful story, they've attended a wedding, and then they've been to an after function of that wedding. Just a fantastic dance party.
So was it important to keep it really authentic?
Absolutely. These shows, while you're directing it, really all you're doing is recreating, because it's already a worldwide sensation. Why would you muck around with that? Why would you try and do anything new? We've also, of course, got this fabulous set that you can see, and the costumes. They are a professionally produced set and costumes that is travelling around the country with local societies being able to use it. And what that does for us is it gives us the background and the style of show, obviously, that we need to then put a cast into. And I have to say, the cast have just come up unbelievably. It's just wonderful.
Absolutely. Now, looking around at the set, it's incredibly lavish. Does that have a lot to say about the standard of the performance?
It does indeed. It does indeed. I'm not from Rotorua, I'm from Palmerston North, so of course you come in wondering what you're going to find. And I have to say, it's been a complete pleasure to work with the cast that we've got. We've filled all the spaces wonderfully, and the leads are supported by a fantastic company. So it's looking wonderful.
And was it easy enough to cast for all the roles?
Yeah, as happens with these shows, there's a lot of typecasting, so a lot of people are just being themselves. It's not rocket science. These are real people telling a real story, and so there's a lot of typecasting, and it's worked really, really well.
A lot of blood, sweat and tears would have obviously gone into this, so talk me through that process.
Yeah, the cast have been working for 3 to 4 months, learning their songs, their dances, and their lines, of course. And then, of course, having had that long duration of rehearsal period, what happens for the technical people here in the theatre is it's a really intensive 4 to 5 days work getting the theatre ready for the cast to arrive. So tonight's very exciting. We're about to put everything together, that 3 to 4 months of rehearsal, together with 4 to 5 days of technical work in the theatre.
Now, little birdie has told me that you've casted 2 Donnas. Why is that?
Oh, look, Rotorua is fortunate to have a couple of fantastic lead ladies, and this is a role that both of them were desperate to play. And so we thought, what the heck, why not have a couple and give them both a go? And it actually means that we've got a couple of really different Donnas. They do the role quite differently, so we've got 2 different shows on the go, really, so people will just have to come twice.
They might just have to come twice, that's right. So is there anything else that we should know about the production? Are we in for, I know it's going to be authentic, but are there any surprises?
No surprises. I think that the true surprise will be the standard of a local production, which is just something to be really proud of and something that Rotorua needs to get behind. These opportunities have been made possible by the consortium, that we can bring these big shows into provincial towns and that, and what we need now is for the local audience just to get behind it and come and celebrate what is Mamma Mia for Rotorua Musical Theatre.
Absolutely. And is there an excitement about the place when it comes to the cast and putting it all together? How do people feel? How do the actors feel?
Look, you're probably looking at a group of people who live on adrenaline. Performance is what they do and it's what they love, and here they are getting their ultimate experience, in that. So, adrenaline is what it's all about.
Now, you've got someone that I can chat to as well, someone who's going to join us today. Can you explain who she is and what her role is?
Sure. So Natasha is the president of Rotorua Musical Theatre. She's also the person who's taken over the production management of the show. So she's really done all the background work, a brilliant support lady, and somebody I know who's well supported by all the local businesses in town who have supported this production. So, she's a wonderful person to be working with.
Absolutely. Well, I'd love to meet her now. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'll meet Natasha. Thank you. So let me introduce you now to production manager Natasha Benfield. Natasha, thank you so very much for having a chat with us today.
You're welcome.
What was it that you were inspired by this production?
It's just so amazing. It's ABBA. It's all those feel-good songs that just make you want to jump up and dance to. And as Dean said, quite often they're songs that you grew up with. So, what more could you ask for?
Absolutely. And so this production, when it came up, was it something that you were jumping to the charge to do and bring to Rotorua?
Absolutely. I think sometimes we are a bit stifled by what we get to do. As far as big productions go, we are so very lucky that we've had the community support for some of our smaller shows like Chicago and here that have allowed us that financial backing to actually be a part of something like Mamma Mia. Because that is quite often, isn't it? It's about money at the end of the day, and you need to have that to be able to produce these amazing shows.
Absolutely. And so what was the number one support network to be able to bring this show here, because it can't have been cheap?
It wasn't. We're so very lucky. We've had grants from different places. The community has really got behind us for this. And as I say, the community support for the other productions that we do at our smaller theatre on Riri Street has allowed us to do those, get that show on the road.
Very good. So you are a local girl, aren't you?
I am indeed.
And have you been involved with productions for all your life?
Yes and no. I became part of the Rotorua Musical Theatre probably about 6 years ago on stage, and as time's gone on and things like that, I've moved more into being the president and that kind of a role rather than being on stage, which I miss, but...
Yeah, absolutely. And so how are you feeling now? We're just days away from the grand opening of this production, and so how are you feeling?
Someone said to me yesterday, look, Natasha, we're at the sharp end of the stick now. I said, I feel like I'm in a shopping trolley and I'm heading down the hill. I am so excited, I really am. And the cast, one of the ladies was down here the other day and she almost burst into tears because we've been rehearsing at Casablanca, which is quite a small set compared to this, and it doesn't have obviously all the set. And to come down here, you actually feel like you're in Mamma Mia for the first time. So it's going to be interesting tonight. I think emotions will be running high, and yeah, it's just going to be so exciting.
Absolutely, because even walking in here, just the grand scale, it wasn't until, I don't think our locals are going to comprehend, so it wasn't until I walked into the room and felt the presence of the stage, I'm like, I've seen that on TV, that's exactly how it looks on TV.
It's an amazing set, it really is, even down to the detail of the tree and things like that. So Rotorua is in for a treat, so I hope they do, come out and get behind us, because doing that allows us to then continue to have things like Mamma Mia and Rotorua. It's very important.
Very, very important. So tell our locals, they are in for a treat. So what does it cost?
It's around $45 a ticket, and there are cheaper prices obviously for students, seniors and things like that. We've got a really great ticket structure this year. I know some of the other towns have been charging between $60 to $75 a ticket, and we've tried to keep our prices really reasonable just to get people in and to be part of the experience. And they can be purchased obviously online through Ticketmaster or down here at the Civic.
Absolutely. And what night is the first production due?
Friday the 13th.
Oh really? Do you believe in Black Friday at all?
No, it's going to be awesome. I just can't wait. I'm just so excited to get there. So it opens on the 13th of February and runs through till the 28th of February.
Lovely. Hey, thank you so very much for your time. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
Go out and get your tickets because it will sell fast. I'm so very excited.
From where?
From ticketmaster.co.nz or down here at the Sir Howard Morrison Performing Arts Centre. If you'd like to go to our website, which is rotoruamusicaltheatre.co.nz, that will lead you through to the Ticketmaster website as well.
Thank you so much for your time, Natasha.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Welcome to our special segment where we walk the streets and find out what Waitangi Day means to you.
A day off.
It does?
Yeah.
Very nice. I think it means a day off for a lot of our locals. Do you know a lot about Waitangi Day?
A bit,
Yeah? Are you local?
yes,
Nice.
despite my accent.
Despite your accent. Oh, that's nice. So, it's about the Treaty of Waitangi and about two parties coming together to work in unison?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Okay, and what do you think about that?
I think it's fantastic.
Waitangi Day? Nothing actually.
Yeah?
No. I believe anyone that makes a treaty with another, or say like another, what would you call it, tribe, I'm not, it's people, like doing their own thing, man doing their own thing in a way, I guess, maybe trying to restore peace, but yeah.
To be honest, not that it doesn't mean anything, but it's just another day for me.
Same
I've
boat as
never really
him.
learned what it is, really.
Just being a New Zealander, really.
Just being a Kiwi?
Yeah.
It means that everyone should join in, and it should be a beginning of something that's going to happen.
Oh, very nice.
I don't really know. I mean, my partner works at a Māori village, so obviously it is quite a sentimental day, so it is quite a big thing around New Zealand. So, yeah.
And do you understand what it represents?
Yeah, I have a brief understanding of it, probably not as much as I should, but I think most New Zealanders don't have a proper understanding of what it actually means.
A holiday.
Yeah, it does for a lot of locals.
Birthday.
Yeah.
And your birthday as well?
Well, close to it.
So close, yeah.
Yeah, what does Waitangi Day mean to you?
Barbecue.
Nice, that's
Yeah,
a positive view of
lovely.
Waitangi
Yeah,
Day.
barbecue. Yeah.
A day of rest and of remembrance and, just enjoy the day.
It's nice, a day to celebrate New Zealand working as a team.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And may they continue.
Absolutely, and may it continue.
No, I know it was the day that the treaty was signed, absolutely, yes, yeah. But apart from that, I don't know. We will go and find out because we are going to go there.
I know it's the treatment between the English people and the Maori people that I know, but I live in Belgium, so I can say a lot of things about Waitangi Day.
Please, sorry.
I actually don't know. Yeah, because we were taught that in primary, but I didn't listen.
Sometimes we don't listen in primary school, it happens.
Yeah.
Isn't it about signing the treaty for peace, pretty much, between the lands and cultures?
Just means the nation hopefully being one, I suppose. You know, out of all the countries out in the world, I hope to think that we're the most close together, hopefully, yeah.
I guess it means coming together as a nation and reflecting on our history.
Waitangi Day means a special day for everyone in New Zealand, a day of remembrance.
That was locals talking with us about their thoughts on Waitangi Day. We hope that you've had a nice Waitangi Day with friends and whānau. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you again next week. Ko Maria Rotorua.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
City News on TV Rotorua was proudly brought to you by Rotorua Central.